you live in a shithole country? It's been quite a week for shithole countries after Trump allegedly used the phrase when he was talking to people in private. But I do wonder about it. You know, migrants everywhere in America and Canada and other places have been outraged by it. They've been saying, well, where I call home isn't a shithole country, which rather begs the question, why is it then that you're in America or Canada or one of Western European countries of your choice? I also see the leaders of Africa and Haiti coming out and saying it's a racial slur to say that it's a shithole country. Well, really, for that to be a racial slur, your race would have to be that you came from a place called shithole. And what would that make your nationality, for example? Shitholian, I presume. But I think for many of us, it was just a really refreshing moment because finally someone said what many of us think, which is that that place is a bit of a shithole. And it got me thinking, you know, how about the places we live? How do you feel about the town you grew up in? How do you feel about the places in Western Europe? And how many of you are concerned by the fact that the places around us are turning into shitholes and are thinking of leaving? And so I asked on Twitter, I asked for your stories. I asked people to tell me if they were thinking of leaving their countries in Western Europe, Sweden, Germany, the UK. And I had so many responses. Even in my noisy world, it was really noisy. So many of you sharing your stories about why you're leaving. So many people taking flight from Sweden because of the threat to their children. So many people leaving Germany, particularly Jews, because of anti-Semitic attacks, and others feeling really trapped by the fact they don't know how to leave because they have elderly parents, but they know that they don't want to grow up here, they don't want to live here in Western Europe. So my latest column is all about that. It's your stories. And it struck me, you know, that amongst all the shouting about Trump and his language, amongst all the leaders of Africa and their outrage about the racial slur, that what we missed were the quiet voices of regular people, of normal families, dismayed by the state of the countries that they live in. And it really strikes me that the shithole countries are here in Western Europe. They're the places that we live in, but that we no longer want to call home.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.